want to do the tour?
Yeah, I went to him in the back. I just want to see them all geek out right now.
Yeah.
You guys haven't seen this.
No.
This is the Radium bus.
Seen lots of pictures of it.
Well, let me show you something better. Not you know that's not bad. Oh yeah, there's more back here. I just want to show you this first, and then you guys can go and geek out on everything else. There's a little treat here.
This is crazy.
Sorry, Michelle.
Well, that's what it's here for. Bye.
Here you guys go.
Oh, wow.
This is the infamous Hornbeck bus. No, it is.
This is the
International Volkswagen Bus Day here in Huntington Beach, California. And if you're just joining us, a warm and sunny welcome to you. Look at this, the sun is coming out! All morning, we've been watching beautiful, classic Volkswagen buses pouring into the lot by the dozens. The word from the parking lot is that we already have over 200 buses and their owners gathered right here. I can't imagine what kind of traffic we're creating around town, but I can tell you it might be the world's first traffic jam you'd actually be really happy to be stuck in.
But it's not a Volkswagen yet. Now this car is about to become a Volkswagen. Because it's not a Volkswagen until there's sand under the mats. Until you spill ice cream on the brand new seats. It's not a Volkswagen until it has a name like Matilda, Lily, or Bug. It's not a Volkswagen until you break up in it. And makeup. It's not a Volkswagen until it takes you to the worst, best day of your life. Till you realize that children grow up so fast. Until you realize your parents grow old so fast. It's not a Volkswagen until it's accessible to all. And until the technology inside makes you smile. It's not a Volkswagen until it helps build a world your grandchildren drive in. So you see, we make cars. But no matter how advanced the technology inside, it's not a Volkswagen until there are people in it.
Please welcome Volkswagen Group Board Member and CEO of Volkswagen Passenger Cars, Thomas Schaefer.
That's not good. A very good morning, dear media guests, dear friends of the brand. It's great to be here in Huntington Beach for the global debut of the 3-row ID bus. And I can't imagine a better place for a world premiere than Volkswagen buses belong on the beach. Preferably with a surfboard on them and lots of sands on this floor mats. I'm also pleased that we are welcoming more than 400 fans here with their classic Volkswagens here today on the occasion of the first official international VW bus day, and thank you all for joining this event. I'm looking forward to meeting some of you later after the world premiere. So dear guests, I have personal wonderful experiences with the bus. Once a year I drive in my second home, South Africa, with my friends to the winelands in a bus like this. And I'm pretty sure that you all have your very own VW love story. And Volkswagen has always been a brand with iconic products that put a smile on your face. Because they have a timeless design, because they're satisfied with great quality, and because they offer exactly what we need on our journeys. Take our ID bus, for example. It has already been on sale in Europe since last year, and it has been a great success for us, both as a 2-row transporter and as a cargo van. And today, Volkswagen of America is introducing the North American version of our first all-electric bus. And we'll also be selling, finally. And we'll also be selling this 3-row vehicle in Europe, so you can see the ID Plus family is growing. And Pablo DC will go into more detail about what Volkswagen of America's electric strategy looks like in a moment. The ID Bus plays a central role when we talk about Volkswagen as a love brand, just like its predecessors, for example, this bus here. And we still have some ideas for the ID Bus. You'll soon see self-driving ID buses on the streets of the US, and we have already talked about a camper for the future. Yeah? But now, I think it's time that you meet the all-new 3-row ID bus. Pablo, please. Thank you.
Surf City, USA, to reveal the 3-row ID bus, our modern microbus. It was designed with North America in mind, and it will go on sale in North America next year. It is already an international icon, and today we're also celebrating the first ever International Volkswagen Bus Day. And it's no coincidence that we chose June 2nd. It's in honor to the bus original name, the Type 2. It's a celebration of just not all the new ID bus, but also the rich history that brought it here. Just look around you. It seems everyone has their own bus story, including me. The Combi, as it's known in Brazil, was a very popular model in Brazil. And I remember like it is today, my 2 young sons, my 2 beautiful boys, being picked up in São Paulo by a Combi school bus every morning. It was so colorful, painted in the colors of the Brazilian flag. I love that my boys started each day with such energy, thanks to that Combi. And it was the bus that has always represented me, a love for the VW brand, and that's what it inspires. And as you can see all around us, in the vehicles and in the people who drove them here, the bus inspires connection and community, a sense of wonder and possibility, from generation to generation. And over the decades, it has been there as the official vehicle of the music makers and the dreamers of dreams. Just imagine how different the world would be if they missed the bus. From the surfing culture born on the shores behind me, to the counterculture born at Woodstock. Phil Knight sold his first shoes from the back of his bus. Steve Jobs sold his bus to start a computer company that you might have heard of. And of course, the Jenkins used their bus to advance the civil rights movements. And today, we pass the torch to the next generation. The ID bus is the modern version of the microbus, reimagined for the electric future. Practical, sustainable, packaged in a fun way that is a classic Volkswagen. And it will once again become our brand hero in America. And when it goes in sale next year, the ID bus will be part of our strong and growing EV lineup in the US and in Canada. It all began with our popular ID4 SUV. And then in April, we announced our all-electric sedan, the ID7, which will also hit our leaderships in 2024. And this 3 year represents our commitment to Volkswagen's goal to be net carbon neutral by 2050, selling only EVs in the US by 2035. People in Europe love the ID bus, and that love carries on in North America. There's nothing else like it on the road. The 3-row ID bus has been designed with the North American consumer in mind. It's longer, has more horsepower, a bigger battery, and a 3rd row seat. Just look inside. And when you remove that 3rd row, there's plenty of room for surfboards, skis, footballs, or even camping equipment. Enough for my family of 4 to have fun anywhere. Our North America 3-row ID bus has 282 horsepower for rear drive versions, and we expect the all-wheel drive models to have 330 horsepower. And inside, the ID bus is packed with a bunch of upgrades, like a stunning 13-inch infotainment screen and available features such as a breathtaking panoramic roof. And like many of the most iconic microbuses, there's a great range of 2-tone color schemes, including this blue and white one that has a perfect beach bus vibe. And for North America, we have this giant VW logo, just like the original bus. And now that logo is illuminated. Thank you to all of you. And now Thomas will join me on stage for a quick photo, and then we look forward to celebrating with all of you around the ID Bus. Please enjoy the first ever Bus Day.
Are you ready to meet Gabriel Iglesias?
Having fun?
All right. Before we bring him out, here's a little introduction and a look at what happened when VW's Pablo DC went to visit Gabriel in his garage full of buses.
I started this collection about 10 years ago.
And why VW? I mean, you can invest in any car.
Volkswagen, that was my first car. So I had that connection to it. And plus, a Volkswagen is a people's car. You know, no pun intended because that's what Volkswagen means, but it's such a cool, iconic car. And everybody that sees it is like, oh, it's always a great face whenever someone sees the car. They're just excited, they glow. It's like, I can't believe, look at that, you know?
It brings back good memories.
And it does, because every time someone sees one of these cars, like, it's always a story attached to it.
There's always a story attached. Yeah. Gabe, you have an incredible collection here. Is there any favorite one that you have?
It's always whatever the new bus is. The new flavor of the week. That's the that's the one that gets all the attention.
Listen, the new flavor is going to be the new ID Bus Electric. June 2nd will be the International Volkswagen Bus Day. And we're going to have a huge celebration. And I would love if you can join us.
I would love to be part of it. Send me parking. Hey, I'm there. You want me to go? Send me a parking spot.
And you can come driving in any of these beautiful vehicles to the party.
I would be thrilled to be part of a Volkswagen Bus Day. And I will be there.
Choque lo cinco. There you go. When you get the new ID Bus Electric, where are you gonna place it over here?
Oh, I have outlets everywhere. I'm prepared for this new ID Bus. I am ready.
Out of sight, he said he would be here. And he is. Let's have a big welcome for Gabriel Iglesias.
Big shout out to everybody over there in the back. I see you guys. I was out there a minute ago. Yeah. I'll see you guys at the next Octo. Yeah. Single Hill next to In-N-Out.
Gabriel, welcome. Your collection is incredible.
Thanks for the stool.
You're welcome. You need a hand?
All good. All good.
Now, has anything changed since Pablo visited? Any new additions?
Any new additions? No, I don't collect them that quick. I started my collection about 10 years ago, the real collection, but my first actual Volkswagen bus I had when I was 19 years old. It was a 1968 bay window.
How much?
How much? The day of, or what it cost me in life?
No, the day of.
Probably about $400.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there an elusive classic out there you still have?
An elusive classic, a bus that I've always wanted, is a 1950. And there's been a few people that have offered to sell me their 1950s, but clearly they've been to the Barrett Jackson car auction, and they want an arm and a leg. So I'm like, I'm good, I'll be at In-N-Out.
Tell me about the magic of the bus from your point of view.
The magic of the bus is the fact that anybody is welcome to be part of the Volkswagen family. It's not like, ooh, it's a Bugatti. It's not like, ooh, it's a McLaren. No, It's a Volkswagen. It's literally a people's car. So whether you say it in German or say it in English or say it in Spanish, it's a club that anyone can be a part of. And it is the coolest club as far as I'm concerned. Because you're in it. Not because I'm in it. I mean, but everyone knows. Every single bus that's back there right now is a photo piece, is an art piece in itself. So, I mean, that says a lot.
And every one is a story.
Everyone is a story. Every time I take one of the buses out, people always point. They give me a thumbs up or a middle finger because they want the car. And then they always have a story attached to it. Oh, my dad and I, we used to drive down the coast. Or, oh, I remember this one trip that we took. Or, oh, man, my mom used to pick me up at school. And so there's always a story to the bus.
As you mentioned, you're a series collector, and you know other series collectors. What are the must-have cues bus fans like you are going to be looking for when you get in the ID buzz?
Well, the ID bus, because you know what? Anytime you introduce something new, the purists always want to tear it apart. And I get it. I'm all for original, I'm all for modifications, I'm all for evolving. And of course, when you're driving the ID Buzz, people, I hear this, there's certain characteristics that the ID Buzz does not have. Of course, you're not going to smell gas, the bus is not going to vibrate, it's not going to struggle going uphill, and you might actually get where you want to go. So
no ashtray.
Yeah, there's no ashtray. That's aftermarket.
So I heard you're such a huge bus fan that you have incorporated a Volkswagen bus into the opening credits of your new Netflix.
Yes, my new Netflix special, and the beauty of I guess we're going to play this clip in a second, but the beauty of this story is that I had purchased a Dove Blue single cab a few years back, and the problem with purchasing sight unseen, I basically did it online. I trusted the photos, and you can get catfished in a car, You can get catfished by relationships, you can get catfished by food, and by car. So I bought this bus without actually seeing it in person, and unfortunately it was a mess. And so we did what we could to maybe, just let it go. And my friend Henry Marchano, who does all my restorations, he said, you know what, let's give it a little love, see what we can do. And then one thing led to another, and it went from being this car that I regretted purchasing to becoming the crown jewel of my collection. And you'll see in just a few seconds in the video how we celebrated where it came from to where it ended.
All right, let's see the video.
So check this out. This is the Netflix intro to my comedy special, and you can see my love for Volkswagen.
Live from Dodger Stadium, Gabriel Iglesias.
celebrate the biggest accomplishment of my career than by driving out such a, again, the history of that bus and being able to share the stage with that bus on the greatest night of my life.
Did you ever drive it to a Dodgers game?
That bus was driven to the Dodger game. Well, it was there for a couple days.
Okay. Did they win?
You know what? Actually, they didn't, but you know, everybody else did. We all won.
All right, so it's on Netflix now?
Yes, you can watch that on Netflix now, and we're working on the next one as we speak.
Okay. Really great to meet you. Thanks for coming down to Huntington Beach and Surf City.
And if anybody out there has a 1950 they're tired of, hit me up.
I got 10 of them for you, Fluffy.
All right, Gabriel.
Thanks again, you guys.
You're a judge for our buses and coffee contest, so we're
Yes,
see you up
I'm
here
gonna be one
again
of the
soon.
judges out there. So if you wanna, pay me off, you can just bring churros. I'm good. The more churros improves your odds. But I'll be out there. Thank you again.
All right,
Appreciate
Gabriel
it.
Iglesias.
Well, see you tomorrow. Oh, so you brought the bus.
I can always spot you.
Yeah, it's good. Hey, nice.
Right? You like it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
The matching outfit for the era.
Yeah, all right.
Perfect
Yeah.
events, right?
Awesome.
So yeah. glad
Cool.
you're here.
Tomorrow,
IBW's Octo be there! Totally rad, bro!
Hey, thanks for getting your information to me.
Oh,
Appreciate
hey,
it.
good to see you. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, how are you?
Oh, you stole the dog.
Don't just stole, I won.
Oh my God, you stole it.
I won.
my favorite. I've been to a lot of Volkswagen events over the years. This is my favorite one by far. Not just because I live right down the street, but also just because
Very convenient.
it is convenient. If we could just do all of them right
You
here.
didn't need to set the GPS.
Yeah, this should be Volkswagen parking lot right here, and just do all the events here. Now it's incredible, the turnout, the buses, the variety, the people, the passion behind Beetles and buses. I love it. The first car I ever drove was a Volkswagen bus, 1977.
So again, everyone, thank you so much to all of our owners for coming out, for bringing your beautiful buses. You've made this an incredible day, not just for the launch of our iconic new ID bus, but for all of you. Have a great day, and now officially back to you, Radio Woodstock.
Yes, I'll bring it tomorrow.
Yours is?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you, buddy. Tiny.
See you tomorrow. All right, thanks, brother.
Awesome. Good, thank you.